Anyways, let's start with this patch. So coming soon. As promised from the Makeshift Snow Chaser campaign, 1,000 shards will be delivered shortly after the end of the month directly into the accounts of all players who have played at least one ranked game in the past month. Nice. Guys, play a ranked game. You got like 48 hours, more or less. Don't calculate me on that. Alright, so this patch was motivated in part by comments made by the community, which encouraged us to be more experimental with patches and to revisit some specific past patches or changes. We've also gotten feedback that the game feels like it has a lack of distinct strategies. So we're looking to address this with the changes below. Oh boy. I don't know what's coming, but I'm already scared. Okay, so there's not even the classic image. There's not even the classic image of card changes. That makes me believe that there's a lot of changes coming our way. Okay. Now there's like 2. Okay, let's go with Lex Stormblade, which I already saw in the... I don't remember where, but there was people asking for this change, right? In like the card in some way. It goes to 8 mana. So before it was 6 mana, 7/7, and allies move an additional space. Now it's 8 mana. Opening Gambit, 8/9 stats. Give a unit celerity this turn. What? No. What? Elex is a popular card despite being relatively weak. Some players missed the big minion playstyle that the previous version of Divine Bond enabled before it was changed in patch 2.7. Liner has been the least popular. Oh wow. It's the least popular it's ever been. Because people are tired of Liner, let me tell you. And I like Liner, eh? I'm a fan. But not of the strategy of Helinar, right? So we hope this change enables a new playstyle for the faction that both exciting to some players while also feeling like an upgraded version of Elex people like. You know, when we're talking about big minions, 6, 7, 8 mana, giving them an opening gambit always benefits them because you're investing a lot of mana, and if it doesn't have an opening gambit and it can be removed the next turn by a Hailstone Prison or by any type of removal spell that normally costs much less than 8 mana, you kind of feel like the card just doesn't give you much most of the times, right? So even though opening gambit feels like it's being abused at the moment in the current meta as a tag, I do like when big minions have opening gambit. Or Dying Wish. I think things like the Vorpal Reaver with a Dying Wish gives it a lot, and you can commit to it without the fear of it just being removed. Even though Hailstone Prison just does exactly the same, but you know. Someone's gonna try to make a Bond deck, by the way. Wait, Kylus, do you mean someone? More opening gambits with no anti-opening gambit effects. Anti-opening gambits seems like a sick idea, Harpu. That just feels naughty. You would destroy so many decks with like a ongoing effect of opening gambits do not trigger while this unit is on board and stuff like that, right? Choco is mogging for the antimatter universe. I mean, it's not antimatter. It's anti-opening gambit. Even though I don't have, you know, I like this change. I think Lex Stormblade was not being used. I don't know how many copies I have of Lex Stormblade, so it kind of sucks because I'm going to have to craft it because now I want to play it, okay? Alright. Cards having actually useful effects. I mean, Arcan You mean Archon? Yeah, Archon is a beast. It's a beast. But Archon is like 6 mana, 8/8. Come on. That's like next level stats for an amazing ongoing ability, right? I really like this change. I don't think there was any card or minion that would give celerity to something. And that just feels really good. The idea is to 25-0 them with 1 unit. I don't like over-reliance on opening gambit. I agree, Harpu. The reason why minions like old Elix are so underwhelming is because instant gratification is too superior. And there is so much opening gambit at the moment. It's clearly dominating the ladder, right? Dueltrek said it well to me. Minions should be minions and spells should be spells. Minions needs to stop essentially being spells with bodies. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I agree, but you also can't... I mean, yeah. Like, Riftwalker feels like a spell with a body, right? Nightsword Assassin is like a spell with a body and stuff like that, right? Not to make minions boring with no text and no abilities, right? I think there's a line there somewhere that needs to be clearly stated with that statement, right? Liner Lobbyist won again. Feels good. For who, Blastoxin? For who? Golem meta. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm spending way too much time with this. A 1-1? Okay, so Silverguard Squire went from a 1-4 to a 1-1 with another opening gambit? What? Give allies directly in front and behind your general. Okay, so behind and in front. +1/+1. Okay. I mean, you know, whenever I build decks, the 1 mana slot always feels kind of meh, because there's not much variety. I liked Silverguard Squire in terms of combination with things like Lady Lock or Skywing Glaives, right? This seems like Silverguard may fit in other types of deck. I just don't know. This again feels like a spell, man. This feels like a spell. Liner is now the opening gambit faction. The faction known for not having immediate, action from hand is now becoming the opposite. I mean in turn of minions, huh? This is another spell with the body. Zoogard Squire. Yeah, I almost fell there. I know what you mean. I have the same feeling as well, Harpu, about opening gambit and how much the game is, empowering opening gambit strategies and kind of neglecting other ones. It feels like, you have a bunch of... we were in stream the other day and there was like... I don't remember who, but someone mentioned, like, make a Dying Wish deck. And I was like, yeah, but there is no card that benefits from Dying Wish itself, Opening Gambit has just so much more... I don't know, there's just too much Opening Gambit shenanigans. But yeah, Zoo Liner? Did anybody say Zoo Liner? Oh shit, Artifact Defiler has been removed. Okay, now, this, I don't even know what Gotatsu does, but this is something that I like. I prefer that if you want to remove a card, such as the old Amplification, we talked about this. You want to remove something such as Amplification, you don't keep the name of the card and the design and then just change the text to something completely different. You just completely replace the card. I like this. This is what... I feel like it makes more sense. Wow, Zowie, Dream Gazer Liner. Lady Lock Dream Gazer into Silverguard Squire. You're basically on 4 mana. Okay, 4 mana. You put the Lady Lock in front of you. And with you put the Lady Lock in front of you. You replace the Dream Gazer. The Dream Gazer becomes a 3/3. You play the Squire. He becomes a 2/2 with Provoke. Lady Lock becomes a 3/4. And Dream Gazer becomes a 4/4. 4 mana. 2 cards played from your hand. Boom! Oh my god. Nobody cared about Artifact Defiler. I agree. And that's why you should remove it. And not do whatever Gotatsu does and call it Artifact Defiler, right? I think this one, maybe they were forced to do it because of the naming of the card. It was so specific to what the effect would do, right? And Gotatsu deals 1 damage to a minion, draw a card at the end of the turn. It wouldn't make sense to call it Artifact Defiler, if you know what I mean, right? Blood Madden, hello! Wait, can't do that because your general is in the way? Ah, no, you can't do it as turn 1 P2. Yeah. Wait, why not? You can do it as player 2. You play Lady Lock in front of you for 3 mana. You get 1 more mana. Replace. Dream Gazer goes behind, and you play the Silverguard Squire, right? Maybe I'm missing something, but I think you could do it as turn 2. But even if it's not turn 2, 4 mana for that type of play just seems bonkers to me, to be honest. Defiler was like a trash card added to the OG card pool for whatever reason. It wasn't in the OG. I had that feeling because I couldn't remember it, to be honest. Yeah, it does work as P2, right, Harpo? Okay. Oh, it's in front and behind the general. Yes. So it's like a line, right? And then you play around Riftwalker at the same time. It's like next level plays. Well, it depends where you put the Squire, but yeah. Celestial Phantom. Interesting. It goes back to a 1/5. So opening Gambit, it used to get +1 attack for each card in your action bar. Oh, and it just goes back to what it was. The community has been very vocal that the new Celestial Phantom design feels generic and came at the expense of something more unique. So we're reverting the change. Sure. I don't mind it. I don't think Celestial Phantom was played at all, and that's why it was changed in the first place. So maybe not just reverting, but giving it a slight change somehow. But I'm not completely against this. It's true that the new ability was kind of generic and it didn't bring much fun to it. But they could have added backstab to it, so it doesn't get hurt when it attacks from the back. Maybe that would make it too powerful. I don't know. Yeah, the dispel on the Phantom becoming a 0/3 was kind of painful. All right, I don't dislike this. Decoy says that Cybon wrote this patch. Yeah, from where? Whenever this backstabs a minion, destroy it. Would be kind of cool. With better stats. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Like, my problem with Celestial Phantom is that it actually has to hit. And not that it has to hit, but that it gets retaliated. And normally it just then dies to the general or anything like that. I would have liked the backstab eliminate idea, but you know, I don't have a negative comment about this change. I like it. I think Celestial Phantom is indeed unique in itself. Oh my god, I'm seeing Cosmic Flesh. They've removed Astral Phasing. No, come on, man. Come on. Come on. That is garbage. Astral Phasing did see play. I don't agree with that. Fuck. No more Portal Guardian flying around, smashing. God, this one hurt, guys. This one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. It's all fun and jokes when you're talking about other factions, or maybe you don't care that much about the card. I can see the intention behind removing Artifact Defiler, right? It was a useless card. But Astral Phasing was something cool, something different. Oh! Chocobo not impressed. Zawi, not impressed is putting it very lightly. I'm just... Wait, I need to close the window 1 sec. Because it's cold. I'm trying to contain myself because I've been a fan of Astral Phasing since the beginning of Duelyst. Astral Phasing as a one-off has always been a super cool tech. Just wait for the major expansion in the future to potentially return. Yo, Zabule! People who never Astral Phased a Portal Guardian don't understand exactly. A Portal Guardian that just got sent away. And to be honest, I've never been a fan of Cosmic Flash. So it's like they take away your puppy, you know? And they give you a fucking stone. Syzygy spell icon and VFX has been updated. I agree with that. This should have been done from the beginning. It made no sense to keep the Cosmic Flash image. Sure, this one looks like stars in the sky, so I'm down with that. You just need to get over it, guys. Alright. Alright! Let's move on. As I said before, I like the idea of adding a new card with a new ability. Don't reuse the art and the name. Here they didn't reuse the name, but keeping the glove of Cosmic Flesh just felt weird, right? Why are they removing cards? Youal, I don't know. Like, if you asked me like 5 minutes ago when it was Artifact Defiler, I would have been like, yeah, you know, well, I mean, there's cards that just shouldn't be in the game. Now I'm just pissed, okay? I like the stone. What is the stone? What did you say about Elix? I mean, I liked Elix. I like it. I think they're abusing opening gambit, and that's where most of my conversation went towards. But it feels like a really cool effect, the fact that you can give celerity to something. I think it opens a lot of possibilities in liner, and I just really want to try it. So I'm really happy about this one. Thank you for changing my mind. I'm just gonna scroll down all the way so I just don't see it anymore. All right, so Black Soless from 4-3 to a 4-4. Yo, I like this. I was already playing Black Soless as a 4-3. 4-4, good stats. Swarm Abyss has been long-time fan favorite archetype. I agree, one of them here. But it has been relatively weak for a while. We're hoping this change gives a bit more power. I've been really liking Black Soless lately. I've said it in one of my my decks with Wraithlings and Swarm Abyss, right? I think it's underrated as a card, and now with the 4/4, it's actually quite decent. Oh my god, they changed Reaper of the Nine Moons. Yes, please. That card was useless. Alright, so Reaper of the Nine Moons goes from 5 mana to 4, and from 7/3 to 4/3. Oh, they're just changing the stats. God damn it. Doesn't... Not to change it. Reaper of the Windstrike. Yeah, but at least Windstrike gives you like an artifact. This one just gives your opponent an exit whenever they want to teleport anywhere else. I don't know. Unless you want to sacrifice it. Now that it's 4 mana, maybe it feels less painful to sacrifice it. But it still feels like you don't want to sacrifice a 4 mana minion. You know what I mean? I can't wait for Sinja Elix. Yeah, I can imagine, Zawi, that the new Elix sparkles with you. It goes with your playstyle of like big minions. And, you know, going for the long game. I honestly really like it. Let's see. I mean, 8 mana is still 8 mana, eh? And to have a Sinja in play and be able to play another 8 mana, I mean, you must be in a really good spot. If Dark Nemesis stuck for 1 turn. It's an effect waiting for more synergy. I'll take it. I can wait. Twin Fang. Ooh, goes to 1 mana. You know, I've already been playing a little bit around Twin Fang. I hadn't done it in the past, and I have good opinions on Twin Fang. I think the drop in mana is actually quite good. I never felt like Twin Fang was expensive, because when you wanted to play it, it didn't feel like you lacked the mana. But, I mean, that's a huge, huge buff to Twin Fang to make it cost 1 more mana. Lower mana cost means higher play, right? The smiley face. Ooh, Glacial Elemental from 3/2 to a 1/3. I think this had been spoiled to us. I think this is a really good change for Glacial. I think there's very few times that you cared about the fact that it had 3 attack, but but you did care that it had only 2 health. A lot. So now it doesn't die to General Punch, that's huge. It doesn't die to Riftwalker, that's huge. And yeah, it doesn't have 3 attack. Who cares? Bladam said it might be 0/3. Honestly, for a card like Glacial Elemental, I feel like the key factor is the health. Yeah, Magmar Artifact is going stonks, and we're stonking with it. We're investing all our crypto. It dies beautifully to Saberspine Tiger. Hey, and we hadn't seen many tigers lately, so who knows? An indirect buff to Tiger? Could be. Oh, this just keep coming, eh? Oh boy. Alright, Ancient Grove. Opening Gambit, your other minions gain Dying Wish. Okay. Okay, I think the fact that they removed the 1/1 kind of messed with my head, but this is basically going back to the Ancient Grove, right? So it's putting a Trent also himself when he dies. And I think that's how it used to work, and they're just going back, right? Yes, they just explained it here. I don't know why I have to, you know, talk before reading. We're giving it back to Mother Nature. Alright, I mean, they're listening to the community, guys. I think, I just want to put everybody that complained about Astral Phasing existing in a room and have a chat. Putrid Deadflyer. It was a 3 mana 1/5 flying with a Dying Wish of deal 1 damage to nearby enemies, and now it's a 4 mana 4/3 Dying Wish, deal 4 damage to nearby enemies. Oh, no longer has flying. Okay. Okay. I mean, 4 damage is a lot of damage. Community, stop saying stupid shit. No, Dean! We have a patch. Don't ask us how it's going, though. I like this. I like this. I think this may see some play. It has a lot of competition when it comes to 4 mana in Swarm Abyss, right? But you know, we'll play around with it. The fact that it missed the flying means that you're gonna need some movement, right? Because if you don't have the movement, your opponent is not gonna be stupid enough to let you pull that 4 damage off, right? But with Lure, I don't know. I don't know why I'm assuming directly Abyssian, by the way. The fact that it has Dying Wish doesn't mean it has to go to Abyssian. It can go to any other faction. I like it. I like the change. I think before this card was kind of a meme, right? And now it's interesting. It may stay a meme, and I may, you know, just swallow my words back. But at least it gives us something new to try with it. And who knows? I forget the name of the card, but Dead Flyer is better than that purple clawed neutral minion in one expansion. I know which one you mean. Ah, the one that gets more attack when it gets hurt. They just made a holy immo for Abyssians. Yeah, but it's Dying Wish, right? So it's difficult to pull it off, right? So where's the Spelljammer change? I guess Spelljammer just stays in the least card you want to get in a pack as a legendary. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that out of my head though. But in my opinion, it would be one. It would be down there. Ooh, Magmar can use this with Vindy as another Mechander. See, I was focusing too much on Abyssian, but you're right. There's a, I mean, that's it. That's cheaper. That's cheaper than a minion holy immo, right? Because you only need 4 mana. The problem is it doesn't leave a minion behind, but then the next minion you play is two less, right? The more we talk about it, the better I see this card. Magmar bombs with Putrid Dead Flyer. Alright. Okay, so that seems like it's it. Alright, so we're gonna give a yay or nay for each one of them after we finish this. Gauntlet Changes. You now earn 5 additional gold per win. The spirit you gain from losing all your Gauntlet matches has been increased from 5 to 10. Okay. 5 or 10 spirit still seems garbage. But, you know. I mean, more is better, right? Just step by step, guys. Step by step. I still think Gauntlet rewards are just not enough. And I think that's one of the reasons that Gauntlet is in the state that it is. If the game would actually reward players for playing Gauntlet to the point that they would complete their collection, people would play Gauntlet. Alright, new skins. Blue Eyes White Dragon skin for Young Flamewing. Why does it have to be Young Flamewing? I love the idea, but Young Flamewing, come on. This is too cool of a skin. This card represents my pride and soul as a duelist. Who said this? Why? The Prime Intellect Mech Skin Bundle has been added to the shop. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Fuck. Wait, where's the Chewy? Is this Chewy? So we have the Wings of Mech, Helm, I don't remember the name, the gun, Chassis. This is the Frenzy one. This is Mechazor. And this is the Sword of Mech. So there's no Chewy! How dare you not respect the best mech of them all. Don't worry, just play Vanner. Aspect of the worm is technically Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's no other dragons in Duely. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Worm, Drake. Okay, there is some. Vanner has plenty. Zurel would like a word. Zurel is banging on our door. Imagine Putrid, Kujata, Flash Reincarnation. So you just immediately kill the Putrid, right? Magmar is somewhat dragon. Yeah, that statement falls on itself. Alright, bug fixes. Fixed an issue where practice matches would end in a snag. Fixed an issue where new players would hit a snag after ending a match. Oh! That's huge. I really hope it's completely fixed, because this happened every now and then quite a bit. So that seems a major bug fix that required a lot of work, and then it's just like one sentence there in the end of a patch. That's the work. That's the life of a developer, right? But we appreciate you. We appreciate your work. Expansion. As we mentioned in the last updates from Mithrion Post, we've been hard at work refining the theme and cards of the new expansion, and we're happy to share a sneak peek showcasing some of the cards in action. Can you spot all the new cards and what they do? How am I supposed to know what they do? Oh my god, this is sick. New artifacts. Why does it look like an Abyssian has a Songhai artifact? I don't know. Somebody's playing Sojourner. That's impressive. What are these? Like walls, but different walls? With attack? I'm so confused. Oh man, I cannot wait. Do we know when it's coming out? Is this really new cards or recycled cards from Duelyst 1? It's recycled cards from Duelyst 1. I remember this one. I remember this one. I think I remember this one. It's using old sprites. Yeah, the images itself, but it makes sense. They're beautiful. I would definitely reuse them. A lot of them have a lot more detail than the old cards. Oh, another artifact for Liner. Oh my god. What is this? Is that a book? But Vath doesn't know how to read? Or is it a cake? It might be a cake. Those are walls that dealt 2 damage. AoE when they die. Oh, okay. Please note that what is shown here is very work in progress and may not reflect the final version of the cards. I mean, I didn't get any idea. whatsoever. So man, I cannot wait for the expansion. Oh, grow minions. The cake does that? That's cool. It's a very heavy book, so they just hit people with it. Just found some books laying around. It's like, what the? Oh man, I'm really excited about the expansion. All right, okay. Let's grade these changes from 1 to 10. Lex Stormblade. I really like the change. A bit getting heavy on the opening gambit stuff, so I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Silverguard Squire, same thing, but I didn't dislike that much the old Squire, so I'm gonna give it a 6. Gotatsu can be quite interesting because you recycle hands at the end of the turn. I want to try it. I'm hyped for it. And removing Artifact Defiler, I think it's actually very well done. So I'm gonna give this one. I mean, it's a new card completely. What can I grade it? I can't grade it. I just want to try it. Celestial Phantom. I agree that the attempt here was an attempt to make something cool, but it didn't work out, and they just went backwards. So that's cool. I would have liked that they included something else, a bit more spice, like we were talking about, backstab, maybe changing the stats. I'll give it a 6. Bringing back Cosmic Flesh. I mean, it's bringing it back. I don't think I should rate it. Removing Astral Phasing, it's a freaking 0. Okay, I am upset, as you may all have noticed. Syzygy changing the image doesn't seem like much of a change, right? I mean, in terms of grading, right? I like the fact that they did it. It's positive, right? Black Soless change, I would say, is a solid 8, a really good 8. I think Black Soless may be really strong right now. Reaper of the Nine Moons, maybe something in progress. It's good that now you don't feel that bad about sacrificing it. I still would have liked more of a 3 mana with less stats, maybe. I understand that moving the general is a big deal. I'll give it a 6. I'm getting kind of limited by Elex because I like the Elex change more than all these. Twin Fang change, I think it can be quite dangerous right now. Look out for Twin Fang. Build around it. I think it's a cool archetype, and you can get some sick plays out of it. 1 less mana is a big difference, guys. I like this change. Unless it becomes incredibly annoying to play against, which I don't think so. I'll give it an 8. Glacial Elemental, completely agree that this is what Glacial needs. A 9. A bit scared of walls, but you know, if that's like, if bringing an archetype to be competitive, that's what it means to be scared of it. You know what I mean? And this is the type of thing that you need to be scared of walls. Not losing your Glacial to a General Punch or a Riftwalker, right? Ancient Grove, I don't really have much of a feeling. I haven't played Ancient Grove myself that much. It does come down to a clutch in some matches. I've seen it in when we were playing Team Wars, actually, that it did matter. So interesting that they bring it back. I like it because it's a 7-drop. I'll give it a 7, the change. It's good. Putrid Deadflyer, I'm scared of it, man. I'm scared of all the combinations you guys are thinking of. But at the same time, now everybody gets to play Holy Immo, you know? In one way or another, right? So I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. And that's it. Alright, well, that's the patch. Now let's go get these cards, right? I'm guessing that some of them I don't have it because Gotatsu, like, what happened with Artifact Defiler? Did I just automatically get 3 Gotatsus? What about Cosmic Flesh? Did I automatically get it? I used to have it. Yo, Cody! Where's my 0-3 Glacial? You Void Reaver backline, just run away and Reaper Sacrifice. Ooh. I like more pushing the Reaver with Lily. I really want to get that off. But I can see that. I can see that. The problem is you're spending 2 cards and 4 mana, and in a very specific scenario. Otherwise, the card is kind of useless, in my opinion. Alright, so of course we didn't save any gold, any spirit, nothing. Nothing. So, this patch... Do you guys remember what was the number, man? 18. 19. I just keep changing my image. I have it here. Oh, but it doesn't work. Right? Oh, it's not live. Wait. I want to look at it one last time. Look at the swiftness of the movement. The beauty of the phasing.